This episode is sponsored by the Nurse-Led Care Consortium, an affiliate of PHMC. NNCC is a non-profit public health organization working to strengthen community. They host programs like Nurse Family Partnership, which focuses on serving first-time pregnant people in Philadelphia through bi-weekly visits with a nurse home visitor. If you're pregnant and interested in learning more about this program, visit the website at nurseledcare@phmc.com. Okay, you are here.
Yay!
You made it.
I did.
So, Rachel, everybody knows about you. I say your name all of the time. You're in you're in all the articles I've written. You're in all of the posts, and obviously I talked about you in my birth story. So if you haven't heard the birth story, go and listen to it. But you're here in flesh.
I know. I'm so excited. It's like so great.
Yes. Well, welcome to Positive Birth Podcast, where we're changing the narrative around birth, one positive birth at a time. And today I have a very, very special guest, Rachel. I call you my nurse. I'm like, Rachel, my nurse. And people are like, what does that mean? I'm like, well, we're gonna hear more about that. Rachel is such a very important person in my life, in my birthing journey, even in this work that I do today. So it's actually really cool that we get to like sit down and do this.
I can't believe we haven't done this before.
I know. We've tried. We've planned out. In life and kids.
Yeah.
But yeah, so tell us about you and tell these people about this nurse thing that I keep saying you're my nurse.
About like nurse family partnership.
About you. Tell us about you.
I'm a mom.
Yes.
Right? I'm a mom. I have 4 kids.
Yeah.
And I work for this fabulous nurse family partnership. Supporting new moms and families in this journey.
Yeah. I know. And they're sponsoring this episode, which is like really cool.
Yeah. It is. I love it. I think it's like it's a great organization.
Yeah. And so what led you to this work? To do nurse work that is specifically supporting.
I wish I could say that I was like one of those people that always wanted to be a nurse.
Yeah.
That's
okay.
But I was like, I'm the oldest of 6 kids, right?
Okay.
So I was like the natural mom, babysitter for all the neighborhood. When I went to college, I majored in public health.
Okay.
Right? So I knew I wanted to do something public health. I knew I liked moms and maternal, but I didn't know what to do with it.
Yeah.
So my senior year, right before I graduated, right, it was like December, January, I had like 4 months left of school. I did this cross-cultural missions tour. So I was in Belfast, Ireland.
Okay.
And as part of the program, we were like paired with a home health visitor. Sounds a little familiar, right? So this home health visitor was awesome.
Yeah.
And I like worked with her every day. We would go and we would see new moms and pregnant moms. And she would talk about child development.
Oh, wow.
And, like, do depression screenings and nutrition. It was awesome. Right?
Okay,
so, like, it's one of those things where I was like, okay, if you really want to change things, this is how you do it. Safe environment. Moms could just talk.
Yeah.
Reminded us a lot about our visits. We would sit and drink tea, and the moms would just like talk about their concerns. And you had this home health visitor who would be like, "Oh yeah, and this is the resource, or this is what you need."
Yeah.
I came back and I was like, "This is what I want to do." Right? Like I was like, "I found it. I want to do this. I'm public health. This is awesome."
Yes.
And then I graduated with a public health degree.
Yeah.
And I couldn't find anything that was like this.
Right. Well, because you're back in the U.S.
Yeah, right. The support was minimal. But I started seeing this nurse family partnership program.
Yeah.
And so I went back to nursing school specifically because I believe so much in what this program was, and that supporting moms ultimately leads to like the best outcomes for children, right?
Yeah.
Like So that's how I ended up here. But the whole time in nursing school, I was like, I'm not going to be a nurse. I'm not doing this. But
I'm here for a very specific reason.
I was like, I hate all the whatever. I hated the hospital.
That's hilarious. You're like, I want to be in people's homes and sitting down with them.
And drinking tea. And like talking about babies babies and pregnancy.
Oh my word. I did not know this.
Yeah. So it was like, when people are like, how did you end up doing this? I was like, well, I guess I was inspired by Nurse Family Partnership. This was like where
this is what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. This is why you're still doing it. This makes sense. Because you are still doing this.
I'm still doing it. But I always get, and I'm like, I really believe in
wow.
it. Yeah.
No, that is so powerful. And I think me experiencing you in my life, because you remember, I was like, I want to do this. How do I do this?
Yeah.
You're like, they only hire nurses. I was like, ugh.
I know, right?
I don't want to be a nurse.
That was my feeling.
Yeah, I was like, no.
I don't want to go through all of this.
Yeah.
But it's evidence-based and it's with nurses.
Yes.
But yeah.
That's
literally
how I got
here.
This is actually incredible because like oh my God, I'm having chills as I literally hear your story, because like that's my story, right? Of like, I ended up having a really positive birth experience, and I'm able to like parent my kids. Like, I think I parent them pretty well. I think so. But it comes from that, right? And I think that's what I keep, having this platform. I'm so grateful because I'm like, we're not just talking about births here. We're talking about how this launches you into parenthood. It launches you to, to this empowerment of like, if I can do that, oh, I can do X, Y, and Z, right? I can go be a doula, which was like my story, right? I can go start my own business. I've had people who are like, I can leave this toxic relationship because I was able to, right? I was able to have this like amazing birth experience. And if I can do that, if I advocated for myself, if I did all of these things, I can then continue in life here. As you say that, I'm like, oh my God, like, this is it.
Yeah. I know. I love that, like, feeling. And just, it's like the self-efficacy piece of it.
Yes.
Like, once you start conquering things, you're like, wait, I can do even more. And
Yes. Oh my God. Okay. Oh, I love that. Let's talk about my story.
My favorite part. Yeah.
I definitely, like, I have shared my story. I have shared my point of view.
I love hearing it because I'm like, wait, I'm a rock star?
Yes, 100%. You better tell your kids.
I was like, I didn't do anything. That was your journey. I was just like, yay, I'm the cheerleader.
No, listen, you are a rock star. You know how, like, you asked me, like, what do your kids think about you? Do they think you're cool? I was like, absolutely not. But your kids should think that you're cool.
Absolutely not.
Your mom, right?
Yeah, right. I know. I loved our time together. But even just like going back to that Ireland thing, that was my dream, right? Sitting around drinking tea and that's what we did. That's right. I'm like, listen, Rachel, you have to say yes. You cannot say no, right? Because that's the other thing too, coming from Malawi, right? It's a different culture, right? It's like when you come in, there's all of this kind of like things that we do, how we grow up, and you were very open to it, which was really cool. And that just made me feel more open to share with you all of the things that were going on, like including our first visit. Do you remember our first visit? I vaguely remember. I do remember. Yeah, you were like kind of like the ultimate NFP class, and like how so many people start the program. First of all, I'm always like, I can't believe you're letting me in your house. It's like I make these cold calls when I'm like, I see you're pregnant, right? And I'm a nurse, and I'm going to come support you. Yeah. And the fact that so many people let me in their house, I'm like, this is so nice. Right,
because you're allowing a stranger into.
And I'm always so grateful, and I meet so many incredible people.
Yeah.
Like, I love like the different cultures.
Right.
It's awesome.
I know.
Right?
And Philly's so diverse. We have the whole nation.
100%. And everyone does really cool things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I learn a lot. I think I learn more from my clients. Like, I'm just like, that is so cool. But I do remember you being like, is this it? This is what it is, right? You're like, because I don't like this. I didn't like this experience. Like, just nothing felt good.
Yeah.
And I remember, like, being like, you're in the wrong spot, right?
Right. Right.
But the one thing, when I was thinking about, like, my favorite time with you, and you're not even going to remember this.
Probably not. Please tell me.
I will, because it was hysterical. And I think about it so much, because I'm in your own neighborhood a lot, and I'm always thinking about it, because it always makes me smile. But, so your little guy's birthday is the same day as my sister. Mm-hmm. So, on this day, I think it was like the end of my day, which could be anything. It could have been like 2 o'clock and then 5 o'clock. My day is like so weird. But I was talking to my sister, I'm doing the happy birthday thing, and then you called. Yeah. And I was like, wait, MaryNissi doesn't ever call me. Like, you just were not, I have clients who called, you were just never calling me. So I was like, I have to go. Like, something's going on. Yeah. And I picked up the phone, and you were like laughing, and you were like, "It's time to call the midwife." And you said it.
What?
So
I don't remember this.
You were so silly, but you were just laughing and just you were so happy, right?
Really?
So, and it was like a 2-second conversation. It
That's
was
hilarious.
very short. And I think maybe the prior visit, we were probably talking about like when you go to the hospital or counting contractions or something.
Yeah.
But just like, I remember this all the time because you were laughing and you were so happy. And I was like, I want every woman when you're going to meet your baby to have that feeling.
Oh,
and it's so
God.
different.
Oh my God. Wow, I'm crying. Oh my. And that was like my labor day.
It was that day.
Wow. I don't remember that.
It was so beautiful because I was like, when I met you, you were like,
I was like,
I hate this. You like really were like,
right, because I had such a bad experience with my like appointment at that place that I was at.
Yes, and you just it wasn't right. For
you.
It wasn't,
for sure.
The growth of it,
yeah.
And I was like, and here you are laughing,
going
to meet
God.
your baby, and it was. I think about it all the time because I'm like, that's how I want everyone to feel. But you like. It was a perfect like embodiment of your journey.
Oh, my journey. Oh, my goodness. Thank you for that memory. Yeah. I do not remember that.
I know. And I was like, I wonder if she even knows this. Because I think about it all
oh,
of the
my
time.
God.
And I will never forget your son's birthday.
Because, right. Oh, my word. And that day, honestly, I remember that day. Like, apparently, I don't remember everything from that day. But I think I remember being so content. Like, what's the word? Content. There we go. Content and being so like I knew what was happening. Yeah. I knew what was going on with my body. Drew was working. I don't know if you remember. He had like a new job, so he was doing orientation downtown. Yes. So he wasn't even home. And I remember texting him, be like, "Bro, it's going down. I'm good." Like, right? Yeah. And he was like, "What do you mean you're good?" Like, and I was like, "I'm fine," because we did all of this work, right? The education, what happens with your body, you know. What is it going to look like, right? I feel like all of that like happened for me, and I knew what was happening, and I was so confident and so empowered that like I remember that day just being very like
Well, and the 2 seconds that you called, and I think that show must have been like a big.
That's right, call the midwife. That's hilarious.
We were talking about the show.
That's hilarious.
But I remember that phone call so much because it was just like it was so perfect. And I was like, this is like my dream.
Yeah,
for everyone, but. Yeah, it was great.
Oh my gosh, thank you for sharing. I don't remember that. And I think that's the beauty of it, right? When we talk about having this positive birth experience, right? Like, yes, we want that birth to be amazing, but we want that journey as well, right?
100%.
Like, one of the things that you did for me at the very beginning, I think it was our first visit, you like gave me the permission to be like, you don't have to go back there. Yeah. Like, you know, I was like, oh, was that an option? I thought I was stuck here, you know? I thought I didn't, you know, stuck to birth here, stuck to see the, you know, the folks that I was seeing. And as we talked about what it is that I would envision, what it is that I would want for my birth, like we switched hospital.
Yes, you did the whole like change.
I would see a midwife and like, no, I didn't like that one. We're gonna go get it. You know, like just trying to figure out who aligns better, who works well, you know, with me. And just walking with me through that whole journey. I don't remember how many times like would you come bi-weekly? I don't remember that.
2 weeks.
It was every 2 weeks.
And you were so good because you kept all your visits.
Oh, wow.
And, like, every time you would have something else. Like, you were like, you know, I'm doing this. And now look at this yoga video I'm doing.
That's right. That's how I got into yoga.
Yes. You would be like, I'm doing these on YouTube. And I was like,
right. Because I had no time to do anything else.
You had a crazy schedule.
Do you remember that? You met me at Starbucks at times.
I did.
Yes.
I loved that. Because I guess I apparently really love tea.
That's hilarious.
But I do also remember, like going in the back of the Starbucks when you were pumping and you were like, what should I do here?
Oh my gosh, you came in the back!
And we were like, how can we make this a pumping space where people don't like come in?
Oh my gosh, you're right. That was you. Lactation was its own journey. And when you work at Starbucks and you run the shifts, because I'm like, how many years did I work there? I can't remember.
A long time.
It was a long time, right?
But
like
when you were pregnant, you would go like 4:00 in the morning or something.
And that's what I told people. I'm like, listen, I would have to be there at 4. I had to go set up, do the money, do all all of the things while pregnant.
Yeah, and then in school, weren't you?
And I was in school.
Yes, I remember.
I was in school.
Can you fit me in?
I remember that. I was in school. Yes. How?
I have no idea how you did it. And every time I would see you, you'd be like, "Hey," and like, "Now I'm doing," and I'm like, "I'm exhausted from your life." Like,
I think I felt very supported. I mean, it was also like, and I think that's the thing about pregnancy is that like life doesn't necessarily stop for you, right? And I would love for life to stop. I'd love, I'd love for you to like be home, and that's not the case, right? And when I think about my journey and think about so many people, I'm like, what does it look like to prepare, to plan, to get ready for your pregnancy while you're working? Well, hopefully you're not in school like I.
You took it to the extreme, but
hopefully you're not waking up at 4 to go open the store and all of these things. But it's like, what does that look like, right? And I think that's why like YouTube was such like a good tool for me, right? It was like, I can't go to a place to go do yoga I can't, but I can turn on this YouTube at this moment and I can figure something out. You'd bring me stuff to read. I remember that, right? There was like different ways that I learned things. And I think that's why, I created like a childbirth education class that's all online, self-paced. But that came out of like, people don't always have the time to like go somewhere because you have so many places that you have to go anyway. You have work you have to do, right? That's hilarious. This is really funny because I do not remember like all of that.
Yeah, well, because you were doing a separate, like you were living your life and like
right.
having a baby, and I was like an outsider looking in, kind of, and like I just remember different.
Wow. And I ended up having a doula. Remember, I ended up having a doula, and I was like, oh, I guess we won't be a nurse. We'll be a doula. Yeah. You're like, have you heard? You're the one who led me to the place where I got trained too. Yeah. Which was really cool.
Yeah. It was for me looking, I'm like, wow, you just did all the things. Like, you
were my inspiration, Rachel. I was like, I want to do what you did for me, right? Because it was so like, even the idea that like, I don't know if you know this, but the one thing that sold me for you to come over to my house was that you were coming to my house, right? Like,
well, because you were very busy.
Fair. But like, I didn't have to go somewhere. You know what I mean? Like, that was so important for me because I didn't have the time. So you get to come to my house, and that's why I advocate for doulas. I'm like, get a doula, because they come to you, they meet you where you're at. I had
be in your pajamas.
You can be in your pajamas. You can, you know what I mean, and you still get that support. And then you were with us like what, 2 years?
Yeah.
Kiddo,
which is like amazing to me, and then it's really sad.
I know. This is why I still blow up your phone.
But this is why I love that. I'm like, oh, like you're in my world so much, and they love it.
It's hilarious though that my kids don't know who you are. I know. I feel that way as a doula, right? I see kids, I'm like, I helped you come to Earth. They're like, and you are. I was like, great, thank you. How like do you help, first time, mamas, birthing folks specifically, find their confidence and their voice in pregnancy and birth?
Yeah, I mean it's so hard, and like pregnancy. Oh my goodness, pregnancy it's awesome. Yeah, but it's like so confusing.
Yeah,
and so much anxiety.
Yeah,
so much unknown stuff.
And,
and no matter, like, I get clients who, some people have planned this for years, and then other clients who are like, what, like what's happening?
Yeah,
and I feel like no matter where people are on the journey, it's the same thing. Like there's things happening to them. There's so much information. Yeah. Right?
Oh my God.
It's so overwhelming, and anyone who's been pregnant or knows somebody who's pregnant, right? They have stuff to tell you.
They have stuff to tell you, and most of it is negative.
Right, 100%. So I see people, and they're scared to death. They're like, oh my gosh. Yeah. And they go to their provider, and they're like, Rachel, what even is a cervix? Yeah, you know, like, what are these 100%. Terms? And so I think, like, part of it is just creating this safe environment in a way where, like, women and families can be like, what is happening? They can actually question. And, like, without judgment, and just being like, we can talk through things. Yeah. And, education. I mean, education is so empowering. 100%. And just, like, I think, like, ultimately my goal is always that when women go in to have their baby, they feel that they are making informed decisions, and that what they want is respected. Right, like, right. Also, like, the part of NFP is always that the client is, like, they're the expert. Like, they're the expert in their life. Yeah. And sometimes you need somebody who's just like, well, what do you
Right.
Like, what
Right.
is that? And you can realize, like, that. I feel like that's how I can support people sometimes, is
Yeah.
helping them. Like how you were like, is this it? I'm like,
Yeah.
no.
You're like, no, there's
That's,
more.
like, not what you want.
Mm-hmm,
like,
mm-hmm,
and there is
mm-hmm.
other options.
Mm-hmm,
and I think
mm-hmm.
that, like, kind of opens up so much.
For sure.
And
For
just,
sure.
you know, feeling supported.
Yeah.
Through all of
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. I love that.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Isn't it amazing that, like, when you give people the space, they're like, and the education and the information, like, they figure out? Because you didn't tell me, hey, go have this kind of birth.
No.
Right? Like, that was
that's like, yeah, and that's like not my role, right? I don't
Yeah.
know what's
Yeah.
right for
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
But it's like, sometimes when people just can talk through things,
Yeah.
you could try this.
Yeah.
Or like,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know, or that there's options. I think so many people don't even know. You just
People
go
don't
where
even
you go,
know.
and-
No, literally.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah, that part of, like, you can switch providers.
Right?
I was like, what? I can wait, what? Right. Like, I didn't even know that was an option.
And like doula.
Yes,
Like, so
yes.
many people are like, what? I'm like, no, this person will like really help you.
They will help you.
and
They're there
advocate
with
you.
you the whole time.
Yeah.
Right. But you need to know about it to even know
Yeah.
if that is for you.
Yeah. And I think that's just like so much of empowering women is giving them the
For sure.
information.
For sure.
And,
For sure.
Yeah.
That makes sense. And I think my favorite part about NFP too, right, is that you're specifically supporting first-time parents, right?
Yes.
And I think that is so pivotal, right? I happen, which now makes sense. I'm thinking about it right now. So most of the people that I support are first-time parents. It just came together in this moment. I wonder where that came from. Right? Like, not, you know, obviously I support others who are having, you know, third, fourth, but it's first-time parents who come to me. And I think that, you know, what I do and the work that I do, I cater to first-time parents, so which makes sense. But I find that so pivotal because something happens with your first-time experience. It sets you up.
100%.
That is wild.
And it also is like, just even talking about the stuff, like, you can do this.
Yes.
And it's
Yes.
like the most powerful experience.
Yes.
Right? Like
100%.
And if it's a good experience, which it can be.
Yes.
It can be awesome.
Right. And that part, right? Like, because it can be, you know, and it's been really cool, like, doing stories with different, you know, with different people. It's been so much fun of hearing their stories. Some births I was in, some, you know, some I wasn't. But hearing them, like, especially, you know, at their first time pregnancy, really walking through this journey and feeling so empowered and having what it is they wanted, right? And they're like, and then for the second one, I'm gonna do da-da-da-da, right? I have people who are like, oh, I'm definitely having a home birth the next one because I know I can do this because I had a good experience.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm just like, yo, that is the whole point, is that, like, you can continue to go thrive in whatever that looks like for you.
Yeah, and then share it.
And then
with
share
other
it.
people,
And share it with other people.
People like to tell you the bad. This is why I love this, because I'm like, there's so much good.
There's so much good. And you would say that to me. I don't know if you remember that. You would say that to me. And as I've supported, like, you know, I don't know how long, we're 10 years now. So as I've supported, like, so many people, I'm like, go share your story. And the funny part is it's not funny, but, like, they keep saying, like, I've heard this, like, they feel intimidated to share about their positive birth because they feel like they're bragging because most of the people around them haven't had good experiences.
Yeah. Which I always want to honor if someone's having.
For sure.
You know, but a lot of it is, like, a perspective, or, like, I don't even know how to say that.
Yeah,
but, like,
yeah.
so many, I feel like more people do have the positive.
Right.
Or the birth that they wanted.
They wanted. Right.
And it's like, yeah, I just wish that, I think that sometimes the negative outweigh, because people like to complain.
100%.
And, like,
right.
you'll hear
for sure.
the bad things more than you hear the good
And
things.
then, right? Think about the news. What do you hear about in the news, right? You don't hear the good stuff. You hear, like, the negative stuff. Because, you know, negative news
sells.
Like,
right?
sells.
Yeah,
right.
Like
Like
we
it's
just are attracted to it. Or
no,
something,
for real. And so that's one of the things that I'm so excited about this platform, because I'm like, let's hear the stories. Let's hear the stories, because there's something about it too. When you hear the stories, then you're encouraged. Then you're like, you know, you can pull out tools for yourself. Oh, I can do this. Oh, maybe I can try that. Like, right? You get to learn it in, like,
you hear what works for somebody, and you're like, oh, that might work for me.
Right.
Or I didn't know that I could do that.
Right.
Yeah.
This is so good. What's one piece of wisdom you would love every mom, every birthing person to carry into labor and postpartum?
That's a good question. Well, I wish every person entered labor like you did, with that that excitement. Because I think about that often. But I guess it's going back to that empowerment, feeling that they can trust themselves, like going in with like this belief in themselves that your body and your instincts are usually pretty powerful and lead you in the right direction, kind of. So if it feels good, it probably is. If it doesn't,
it's probably not.
Don't go there.
But, I love that.
And then also, like, with that whole trust thing, like trusting in yourself that you can do this, but also your support team. Like, you put this team. Like, hopefully you found a provider that you feel like will keep you safe, and that you have a support team that will be there for you, and that you use them, because that's part of it, right? That's part of, like, being strong is using
your people, right, because you're not gonna be like an expert in all of it, like, so you need your provider, your partner, your support person, your doula, your mom, your grandma, whoever it is, right, that you trust and feel safe with, to do that.
And then you, like, your baby's gonna thrive because you're feeling supported and feeling good.
Yes. Postpartum. Postpartum. It's so interesting. Like, there's obviously things you can't control in postpartum season. Like, yes, we know that, and we know that there's also so much that you can control, and like your birth definitely like leads to that. What that felt like, and who else is supporting you in your postpartum season.
Well, and also, like, the postpartum period is it's so awkward, right? Like, it's like you have this baby and everyone wants to come. And you're just like, okay, like, what am I doing? Like, where before everyone was like, rubbing your belly, getting you all the food and everything. And now it's just kind of like, what, is this okay? My body's being so weird. And I'm not sleeping. Maybe I'm hungry. I don't know.
Yeah. No, definitely. I, before, every doula, like, creates their own stuff, which is hilarious. The first thing I created, like, as a product, like, that I was using for my clients was a postpartum template. Because I was like, that made more sense in my head. I was like, screw the birth plan. We'll figure it out. I was like, let's actually plan that ahead of time. Right. And obviously that has just evolved and changed. It used to be like 2 pages. Now it's like a booklet. Because I was like, we have to plan it. It's connected. It's like your birthing journey. It's the pregnancy, it's the birth, and the postpartum, which we forget,
so much, and just taking care of yourself in that time and giving yourself grace. Women are just like up and at it. Which is why also other cultures are so much better.
Yes, 100%. And hopefully we're tapping into those, right? I've noticed that, like, I don't know whether it's like the older I get, or I don't know what the case is, but I keep tapping back into like where I came from, right? I'm like, Mom, tell me, like, how did we used to do this, right? Did we do this differently? Now I'm like obsessed with placentas. Tell me more about this. What did this, look like back home? How did we do this? Just, learning from different places, knowing that like we don't have.
What did that look like for your mom? Was she like?
Listen, first of all, I need that lady recorded somewhere, because I'm like, why? Because she keeps telling me bits and bits of stuff. Mom, I need all of it. All of the information.
I do. I also remember talking to you about, it was postpartum, and you were like, it's very weird here. I have to feed the baby, but I have to like cover. And she's like, you were just like,
that's right.
Like, I just, in my country, I could just like get on the butt. You just feed the baby.
You just feed the baby. My dad walked in. I was feeding the baby, and he was like covered. And my dad was like, what's happening here? Like, he was like almost offended, because like it was like, why are you covered? The baby can't breathe, right?
And you were like, this is a weird thing.
And I was like, this is weird. So I do have some friends I actually have one friend specifically who started nursing, who nursed her kid for the first time, because she remembers that, like, I would just, pop out my breast to feed. She's like, I've never seen this before. I'm like, it's actually pretty natural. That's how I grew up. But my brother, he was uncomfortable. Because he came when he was younger, and we're 6 years apart. So he would just be like, that's weird. And I was like, yo, this is like a whole this, like, my dad is offended because he thinks I'm suffocating my child because I'm covering here. My mom is like, what are you doing, right? And my brother's like, ugh. That was interesting. That's right, I forgot about that with postpartum. So I've been tapping back into that and bringing that back, and teaching others, because we learn from different people.
100%. And also, this is why I love like support groups,
breastfeeding,
chest feeding support groups, where you can just sit around and just like where you start getting comfortable with it.
Yes.
Like, well, everyone else is doing it.
Right.
So.
Right. All right, here we go.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. All right. So what do you think positive birth experience means as we finish up here? It's like the last question I ask everybody. What does positive birth, mean to you, right? Because it means such different things to different people.
Yeah. I think I would think of it more as like an ownership. Like where somebody feels that their birth went in a way where things weren't happening to them necessarily, but they and it's kind of a weird way of saying it, I guess, because birth is unpredictable, right? So sometimes things happen, but maybe that you felt like you were making informed decisions and you were being respected, and sometimes when you go against something, but that you're like overall that your wishes and everything as much as possible, that you just like owned what happened.
That's good.
I think that's what I would think, because it is it is so different for everyone what is a good birth experience. But I think overall, when I'm asking people, it's that they were involved in every step, kind of.
I love that. That. Oh, wow.
I know. I love that too. And I will say that most of my clients and most people I know do have really good.
That makes...
Yeah. Like I do think like when they talk through it, it's like a good experience.
A good experience.
Yeah.
I love that.
I
no, it is. Don't question yourself. Don't question yourself. Thank you, Rachel. Thank you so much for being here.
This is so fun.
Thank you so much. This is so great. Like I'm having a moment. I'm like literally replaying, the 3 years technically, because you were because pregnancy and then 2 years after kid was born. Just like oh my word.
I feel like it was like yesterday, and I'm like, oh wait, he's like old.
He's 10, so
so crazy.
Yes. Oh my God. Thank you. And thank you to NFP for sponsoring and supporting this work. I'm just like so grateful. And like the alignment is so real, right? Of like how you all really like support, folks to have like their positive birth experiences. And this is what we're doing to really change the narrative around birth. So until next time, please share this with somebody who needs it. Let's make sure that we're spreading the word that there is positive birth experiences happening all the time. All right, till next time. Bye.